Hello guys and welcome to another Dr. Toy episode. This is part 2 of episode 4 and today we'll be taking a look at the John Hurt figure, and this is literally a work of art. I showed you the packaging in an earlier video and I quite like the packaging. The figure's just as good. So let's get started in detail. Showing you the face, it looks a lot like John Hurt. You can see the bags under his eyes, the wrinkles on his face. The hair looks quite good too. It's quite an accurate hair sculpt, and you can even see like the beard and all that. It looks really good, and so do the ears and all details like that. This is probably one of the doctors that looks more like a doctor than we've had before, really. Then moving down, you've got the jacket and all that, and the ascot. To be honest, the jacket, the ascot, and I think the jumper as well should have been painted like darker colours, because they look too light for my liking, but that's not too much of an issue. You've also got like the mud effects, like the brown wash over the coat, which I think really makes it stand out and look good. Looks like it's been in loads of battles in Time War. And obviously got the arms and the hands, which are just like into like fist modes, I guess. I think that's how you describe it. You've also got the belt that he took off Cass in the Night of the Doctor. And yeah, going down to trousers, to just basic trousers, and to the boots. You've actually got some buttons on the boots that are undone, which is good attention to detail. And then you just got regular boots and a load of legal guff on the bottom. So in terms of detail, this is amazing. Turning to articulation, if I just block down, the head turns from side to side. Can't get it to do a 360, probably could if you tried. 360 on the arms, they bend. Oh, bollocks. Well, okay, that happened. So anyway, the arms bend out to 90 degrees, and there's a full 360 on the bicep. There's a 90 degree bend on the elbows, and the hands do a full 360 as well. Turning to the waist, or lower articulation, the waist can do a full 360. The legs can kick out to like 90 degrees and can sort of bend like this, but it's hindered by the coat. There's no thigh articulation, 90 degree bend at the knee, and a 360 at the boot. So overall for articulation, he's quite impressive, and this allows a range of poses that you can put him in. And in terms of accessories, he comes with like 3. First off, sonic screwdriver. Now this is really small, but they've been able to do it quite well. I think they just took like a 4th Doctor Sonic and cut the end off, because as you can see, it's not got the emitter head. And this is not the way to hold it, even though this is the bit with the red bit. That's like the end cap he's got. This way is the way to hold it when you put it in the War Doctor's hand. It's got like the details carved in it as well. It's not the best accessory, but all the Doctors need a Sonic who used one. And I always worry about the classic Sonics, because they always seem to fall out of the Doctor's hand. But with this one, I can barely get it into his hand, so that shows that it's going to stay in there, like that. So he can only hold it like holding it upwards, not like pointing it. But then again, the War Doctor didn't really show an interest in holding, like pointing his Sonic. So, you know, it works. And it looks pretty good. Next accessory is the moment. Now this is amazing. On the moment, you have all like the 6 sides of it, and they're all really good detailed. This side, for example, has like the raised cogs and all that, and it looks pretty good. On this side, you've got these cogs that are cut in, along with some Gallifreyan text, and you've got these Gallifreyan text on these wooden bits and these metal bits, which look pretty cool. Then you've got this grate section, which has all these different lines in it, and these Gallifreyan text cut into it. Looks really nice. Then you've got this liney, wavy bit, which no idea what it is. Then you've got these circles with Gallifreyan text. And then you've got these cogs raised, which look pretty good. And I think that's just about all of it. So even though it's just a small cube of plastic, it is actually well detailed, and I feel privileged to own the moment. It looks so cool. So now we're on to the last and most confusing accessory, the 8th Doctor's head. Now, in terms of detail, it does look pretty good. It looks a lot like Paul McGann, although it is a Dark Eyes head and not a Night of the Doctor head. So why to include it in this set if it's gonna be that kind of head is like already beyond me. So what you do is take the War Doctor head off, which also allows you to take the ascot thing off, and then just place the 8th Doctor's head inside. Now, as you can see, it doesn't look right for this body. It just looks kind of disproportionate, because you can see the shoulders come up to like his neck, and it looks like he has no neck. And he didn't even regenerate into that costume or into that older version of the War Doctor. So that's very, very annoying. And they couldn't even get the right head for it anyway. So that's inaccurate in loads of ways. But what I think Character Options are doing is they're making a Dark Eyes Doctor. This is a very slim chance, but they're making one, and they used this head. But since they had that head archived already, they decided to include it in the War Doctor figure. Because 8th Doctor regenerated into him, so they thought, you know, kids and all that, they'll buy it. So maybe that's what happened, because we all know how Character Options like to reuse heads and things. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this one's broke, so please explain or try and fix it or something. But I'm not really going to complain, because this is technically my first 8th Doctor I've ever had, and probably going to be the only one I ever have. So sad. But yeah, I'm just going to change it back to the War Doctor, or the head at least. Oh, god damn it. Okay, need to explain something quickly. The War Doctor's left leg for me wouldn't actually turn, so I tried to turn it and I accidentally snapped it off, sort of. But I've been able to try and stick it back in there using methods, but it keeps on falling off again, so that's why I keep on having to stop the video and all that. But doing a size comparison, you can see that he's in scale with the other 5-inch figures. This line, if I quickly grab a Matt Smith figure, you can see that he's in scale with him too. Just about. So he's in scale with most 5-inch figures, and if you want to make him a flight control TARDIS, he's in scale with them too. I just thought I'd share with him with some Daleks, because, you know, they're in the Time War together. And this is the Asylum Dalek review coming of him soon in this Doctor review line, or Doctor Toy thing. So, what do I think of this figure? He is absolutely amazing. Some inclusions like the 8th Doctor's head are quite confusing, and that moment is just amazing, and the detail on the War Doctor is fabulous anyway, and all that. It's a brilliant figure, and I definitely recommend it for anyone who is looking for a decent Doctor Who figure. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for the Time of the Doctor, which is the 3rd part of this episode, and I'll see you then.